Anger can feel like a storm, taking over your thoughts and actions. While it's a natural response to frustration or hurt, holding on to anger can harm your well-being and relationships. The ancient Stoic philosophers, such as Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, believed that anger doesn't serve us. Instead, they taught us how to respond calmly and wisely to challenges. Using Stoic principles, you can learn to let go of anger and build a more peaceful life. Here are 5 powerful strategies to transform anger into strength and clarity. 1. Pause before you react. When anger strikes, your first instinct might be to lash out. This immediate reaction often leads to regret. Pausing gives you time to think and respond thoughtfully. The Stoics believed that reason should guide our actions, not emotions. By taking a moment to pause, you allow your logical mind to take control. Why this works? Anger is temporary. It peaks quickly and fades if you don't act on it. Pausing helps you avoid saying or doing something you might regret. It allows you to regain control over your emotions. How to practice. Pausing. Breathe deeply. When you feel anger rising, take 3 slow, deep breaths. Focus on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your lungs. Count backwards. Counting from 10 to 1 shifts your attention away from anger and gives you a moment to regroup. Excuse yourself. If the situation allows, step away for a few minutes. Say, "I need a moment to think," and use the time to calm down. Example: imagine you're in a heated argument with a coworker. Your first thought might be to shout back. Instead, pause. Take a deep breath. Look away for a moment and say, "Let's take a step back and discuss this calmly." This approach prevents the argument from escalating and keeps your dignity intact. Pausing is a small act with big rewards. Over time, it becomes a habit that protects your peace. 2. Focus on what you can control. A major source of anger is trying to control things outside your power. For example, you can't control how others behave or unexpected events. The Stoics taught that peace comes from focusing only on what you can control: your thoughts, actions, and reactions. Why this works? Trying to control the uncontrollable leads to frustration and anger. Focusing on your own actions gives you a sense of empowerment and freedom. Letting go of external worries reduces stress and keeps you grounded. How to apply this principle. Make a control list. Divide a piece of paper into 2 columns. In one column, list things you can control. In the other, write things you can't. When you feel angry, review the list and focus only on what's in your control. Adopt a Stoic mantra. Repeat phrases like, "I control my actions, not the actions of others." Or, "Let me focus on what I can change." Accept reality. Remind yourself that some things, like traffic or the weather, are simply outside your influence. Example: you plan a picnic, but it starts raining. Anger flares as you think about all the ruined plans. Instead of dwelling on the rain, which you can't control, focus on what you can do. Move the picnic indoors or reschedule. This shift lets you stay calm and adaptable. The more you practice this, the less external events will disturb your peace. 3. Change your perspective. Anger often comes from how you interpret events. If someone criticizes you, you might think they're trying to hurt you. But what if they're simply offering feedback? Changing your perspective can help you see situations in a new light, making them less upsetting. Why this works? Events are neutral. It's your interpretation that gives them meaning. A different perspective can turn problems into opportunities for growth. It helps you step out of the emotional storm and think logically. How to shift your perspective. Ask bigger questions. When you're angry, ask yourself, will this matter a month from now? A year from now? Most issues lose their importance with time. Look for lessons. Instead of focusing on the negative, ask, what can I learn from this situation? Practice gratitude. Even in frustrating moments, find something to be thankful for. Gratitude shifts your focus from anger to appreciation. Example: your friend cancels plans at the last minute and you feel hurt. Instead of dwelling on your disappointment, think, maybe they're dealing with something stressful. This change in perspective replaces anger with understanding. Shifting your perspective takes effort, but it's a powerful way to handle anger gracefully. 4. Understand the other person's perspective. When someone upsets you, it's easy to assume the worst. You might think they're being rude or mean on purpose. The Stoics believe that most people act out of ignorance, stress, or their own struggles, not malice. Practicing empathy helps you see the situation from their point of view and respond with patience. Why this works? Empathy turns anger into understanding and compassion. It helps you avoid taking things personally. Recognizing that everyone has struggles makes you more forgiving. How to practice empathy. Ask why. When someone angers you, ask yourself, why might they be acting this way? What's going on in their life? Assume the best. Give people the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're having a bad day or made a mistake. Remember your own mistakes. Think about times when you acted poorly due to stress or ignorance. This helps you extend grace to others. Example: your partner forgets your anniversary and you feel furious. Instead of lashing out, think about their perspective. Maybe they've been overwhelmed at work or genuinely forgot. Talking calmly about how you feel will lead to a better outcome than letting anger take over. Understanding others doesn't excuse bad behavior, but it helps you respond with wisdom. 5. Practice forgiveness and letting go. Holding on to anger is like carrying a heavy load. It only hurts you. Forgiveness isn't about excusing bad behavior. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. The Stoics believe that letting go of anger is essential for inner peace. Why this works? Forgiveness reduces stress and improves mental health. It allows you to focus on the present instead of reliving past hurts. Letting go of anger brings emotional freedom and clarity. How to practice forgiveness. Write it down. Write a letter to the person who hurt you, expressing your feelings. You don't have to send it. Destroying it can symbolize letting go. Use a forgiveness mantra. Repeat phrases like, I forgive because I deserve peace, or I release this anger for my own good. Focus on what you've gained. Even painful experiences can teach valuable lessons. Shift your focus to how you've grown. Example: a friend betrayed your trust and you've been holding on to anger for months. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting what they did. It means deciding not to let their actions control your emotions anymore. By forgiving, you reclaim your peace. Letting go of anger through forgiveness is one of the most liberating things you can do for yourself. Final thoughts: transforming anger into peace. Anger doesn't have to control you. By practicing these 5 Stoic strategies, you can let go of anger and find greater peace in your life. Pause before you react. Give yourself time to think. Focus on what you can control. Let go of what's outside your power. Change your perspective. See situations in a new light. Understand the other person's perspective. Practice empathy and patience. Practice forgiveness. Release resentment and find freedom. Remember, managing anger takes practice. You won't become perfect overnight, but every small step brings you closer to a calmer, happier life. True strength lies not in holding on to anger, but in letting it go. By embracing these Stoic principles, you'll find clarity, resilience, and peace in even the most challenging moments. Thank you for joining us today. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. See you in the next